I built a prison in the sky, surrounded by lava and guarded by Enderdragons. To get inside the prison, you had to get way off the ground. Deep inside this prison, I hid a secret treasure. But even if you managed to get past the Enderdragons, you would have to get past a room full of withers. Not to mention, the treasure is inside an indestructible room with no doors.
Yeah, boy.
I call this place Dragon City. A bunch of players on my server are gonna compete for the treasure. But first, let's see if it really works. Looks like Swavy's too scared to even try. Let's get started. There is a legend that somewhere in a city of dragons, there is a hidden set of armor and sword, the Kage set, that if you steal it, it will make you into a god.
Stop, you're lying.
But there's one more thing. Kage said he's gonna steal it when he comes out of retirement. If you don't know who Kage is, he was Big Bobby's chief lieutenant and helped him win the war. But since then, he's gone into retirement. But he doesn't trust anybody else with the Kage sword and armor, so he's coming to claim it. And if he gets to it first, he said he's gonna kill everyone. Well.
He's in mood.
I hope you're ready for this, Kage. Okay, we've got everybody rounded up and ready for the challenge. Blaze, you there?
I like turtles.
Okay, guys, look up. Right over there is Dragon City. And more importantly above that, do you see that floating castle in the sky? Kage is trying to get up there and steal the armor. Kage has a 30-second head start. Your goal is to kill him and prevent him from stealing the armor. Okay, Kage, ready?
I was born ready, let's go.
Okay, set, go! Kage starts making moves right away, but he's got a couple phantoms right behind it. Did I say 30 seconds? How about we let the others out right now? We don't want to make it too easy for Kage, do we?
We're free, let's go!
The other players start heading towards Dragon City, but they're much slower. Stop him! While we're at it, why don't we spawn a couple more Ender Dragons to make this more interesting? Seems like Kage's busy collecting wood. Keep in mind, he starts with nothing, so he's gonna need wood for the most basic supplies.
Hello, motherfucker.
And I think he's found dinner. I check in on the other players, and Blue Boom is jumping from treetop to treetop. A smart way to make it to the city safely, without bumping into the creepers that come out at night. There are so many dragons swarming at this point. How is anybody gonna get past them, huh? Kage is using the wood from earlier to build a tower, and he's just out of range of all the dragons. None of them are attacking him. Guys, he's climbing! Kage is really about to outsmart the system, and make it to the prison without going through any of the dragons. None of the other players are even close to stopping him right now. I knew I shouldn't have underestimated Kage. Guys, he's getting close. Looks like he's building his bridge even higher. Are the dragons even attacking anyone? Well, that answers that question. For some reason, Kage is just out of range of all of the dragons. Well, I think we're gonna... Whoa, how did that happen? Guess you didn't see that dragon, Kage.
Hey!
I turn around and the dragon spawns.
No way! So we won? No, you didn't. You guys have to kill Kage. Kage came close with this wooden bridge, but it's gonna take more than that to reach the prison. Let's check the others. Looks like Swavy's making moves. He's gonna sneak attack on Kage when...
Hey, Kage, let's team up.
Huh? Swavy's not attacking Kage, and he just let him go. Kage seems to have switched up his strategy. He's digging down, possibly for some stone tools, and Swavy waits from above ground with the crafting table. So they're an alliance?
Bro, we stand no chance.
Come on, guys. So you're saying you can't beat one man?
Yeah.
Kage accidentally found himself inside of a cave, and he just gets swarmed. Kage, maybe you've met your match.
Nope.
It's nighttime now, and Kage is quickly running across the field. He's dodging arrows and zombies, just trying to survive. He's not gonna be able to get supplies until morning time. And not only that, but mobs are not the only thing trying to kill him.
I've got you now, Kage.
Panzer is right on his trail. Kage's already low on health, and he has no armor. Kage pulls out a raw chicken, and he looks like he's trying to eat. He makes a run for the water, and he hopes that's where he can ditch Panzer. But right when they make it across the lake, that's when... Huh? Panzer, what are you doing? Why are you not attacking? Did Kage bribe Panzer? I don't know what Kage is promising the other players, but somehow he's managing to convince them to join him. The next day, Kage and Swavy finally make it to Dragon City. This time, instead of trying to build a wooden bridge, he's got a water bucket, and he's going from the ground level right towards the dragons. So I wonder what his strategy is gonna be. Him and Swavy are about to enter the range of the dragons. If they get seen, they'll be attacked right away. So it looks like Kage's trying to be as stealthy as possible. They jump in the water, but they can only swim so far. My question is, how are they gonna be able to get past the lava? Looks like there's a dragon right underneath them. Huh? Kage's using the water bucket to spill water into the lava. When the water hits the lava, it turns into stone. So instead of building a bridge in the sky, he's just creating new ground to walk on. Well played, Kage. Swavey's just tagging along behind him, but he's not really helping. And that makes me wonder, is Swavey really loyal? Or is he just using Kage, but he's gonna betray him at the last moment? Now Kage's using the newly formed stone blocks to get some height off the ground and spill more water onto the lava. At the same time, he's starting to use the stone blocks to build a bridge. But he's gotta be careful, because any moment now, he's gonna get seen by one of the Enderdragons. This time, instead of going right through, he seems to be bridging around the outside. This is really risky. He keeps looking back up at the Enderdragons to make sure they haven't noticed him. I can't believe he's actually pulling this off. But I hope he realizes that when he clears a path, the other players are gonna be able to use it too. Looks like he's just farming a couple more stone blocks. I don't know what else he has in his inventory, but it looks like he's ready to move towards the prison. He slides down his newly created waterfall. They make their way into the heart of Dragon City. Swavey, are you helping Kage?
Back off! Mind your own business!
Ah, you're being secretive, I see. But seriously, I'm getting really curious. What kind of arrangement? Is this an alliance I see? Kage sees something up ahead. It's a dragon. He runs back.
What do you want to know?
They've been seen. Kage runs into the lava, and Swavey gets hit by a dragon. Oof! Swavey runs, but... Oof! Bridging through the lava didn't seem to work, so Kage and Swavey are back at it trying to collect wood. And I gotta let the others know. Update, Kage and Swavey have formed an alliance.
You know I'm cracked at PvP!
Swavey's trying to scare off some of the others. Let's just say that Swavey and his PvP skills are the least of your worries. How are you gonna get past the dragons and into the prison? Thick Boy pulls up on Kage and Swavey, but they gang up on him and take him out. And now they've got his supplies too. But seriously, I got a question for you, Kage. You already tried making a bridge out of wood in the sky, and that didn't work. You also tried going through the lava, and that didn't work. Kage, where's Swavey? Oh! Alright, well, Swavey's taking this PvP thing a little too far. Thick Boy tries to get away, but he falls into a pit. Looks like Kage and Swavey built a trap for him. Without proper tools, it's gonna take him a while to dig his way out. When Thick Boy finally makes his way out, he heads towards Dragon City, but quickly stops once he realizes how is he gonna... What? How did Soar get up here?
Wow!
Soar is in the prison! All this time I had been focused on Kage and Swavey, but Soar, an underdog, managed to sneak past the Enderdragons. But to win the challenge, he needs to sneak past the Withers, steal the treasure, and then take it out of Dragon City and back to safety. Soar, nice! Now you gotta get to the armor. Soar starts walking around and assessing his environment. The prison is divided into 3 rooms. The middle room is filled with Withers, so Soar has to guess which room the treasure's in and then sneak past the Withers.
Where is it?
You gotta find it. And just a reminder that the prison is made entirely of bedrock, which means it's indestructible. You'd better hurry up, Soar. Kage's not far behind. Soar leaps through the window, but there's nothing there. So he leaps out and then runs across and goes in through the main entrance. He opens the door, but quickly realizes that it's packed with Withers, and then he runs out.
Where are they?
Every minute that you don't find it, something bad will happen. Soar goes back to the middle of the room and uses the ender chest. Huh? What the? No! You can't use your armor. You had a full enchanted set stashed away? That's cheating. And you know what we do to cheaters? Here's a wither.
Hey, what's going on? Where did this come from?
Soar starts running around trying to survive the wither. The ender chest has been destroyed just in case there's any other cheaters. The door breaks and some of the withers from inside escape. All of a sudden, Soar is alone up against 3 withers. Everything except for the bedrock is being destroyed. But Soar manages to keep running around and avoid being hit. And with his enchanted armor, it won't be so easy for him to die. Seems like we're stuck. He can't get inside the prison, but he has enough space to move around so the withers can't kill him either. We need something to break this stalemate, huh? It's Kage! You made it!
What is wrong?
Kage sees the withers and makes a run for it, but he doesn't have enchanted armor like Soar. So instead, he uses his wood blocks to build a little safe place on the side. Soar notices and then takes advantage of this. He corners Kage on the wooden blocks. But before he even attacks, an Ender Dragon throws a fireball and Kage burns.
I loved her!
Still, we need to punish Soar for cheating. How about we... spawn a new Ender Dragon?
It was at this moment.
Kage is back collecting wood and he gets ambushed by a zombie. He's tired of losing all his progress, so he abandons his tree and makes a run for it. But he stops to catch his breath and he gets attacked by a creeper. This challenge is just not looking so good for Kage. In other news, Swavey made it up! Unlike the others, Swavey climbed to the very roof of the prison. Bad idea! A dragon sees him and comes flying right through. Swavey slips through. I guess the withers that escaped and the dragons are fighting, but they didn't all escape. Swavey has no armor and he needs to get past a room full of withers. How is he gonna do it? Swavey, what will you do? Wait, is he waiting for... It's Kage! They both look around the door for an opening, and then Swavey blocks it up. Ooh, the alliance! While Kage and Swavey are still trying to figure it out, they get an unexpected visitor. Sora is here! Swavey rushes to defend with his legendary PvP skills. While Sora's still in the water, but the waterfall is still there, so Sora will make his way back up as soon as he respawns. Kage's still analyzing the corners of the prison. No luck on this side, so he starts to check out the other side. But a dragon comes through! Kage gets knocked into the sky and Swavey makes a run for it. But it's too late. The dragons know they're there. Brutal. It's a new day and Kage is back at it again. He lost all his items when the dragon killed him, so he's gotta start over. Sorry, Kage. It sucks to suck. Looks like he's headed towards the tree to start collecting wood once again. I wonder what Sora's up to right now. Sora made it back up to the prison. He knows the dragons are a threat, so he uses the little safe area Kage built. He tries to make it to the roof, but then he notices Swavey's here too, and this is the perfect chance to get revenge. He tries to push him into the room full of withers, but Swavey starts fighting back. Oof! Sora, f*** off! I guess Swavey isn't the king of PvP. Sora, you need to get inside the vault. What will you do? Sora places a block of wood on the left window. Then, by using a trap door, he's able to swim through the window. Genius! But wrong room. No treasure here. Wrong vault. Sora needs to find a way to make it into the vault on the other side of the prison. So he uses the same trick and places another wooden block. But once he places the trap door and peeks through, he quickly realizes that there are tons of withers standing between him and the other vault. He quickly swims back before he gets attacked. But I gotta say, right now he's the closest to the treasure. Sora's close, guys. Sora remembers that he let out some of the withers. So he walks through and checks through the door how many are left. Okay. Nope, definitely can't go through that way. But now he's stuck in this awkward middle room. He left his only wooden block on the other side of the vault. Uh-oh, Sora, what are you gonna do? Sora is stuck, trapped by withers. Sora dances around a bit, but he knows that there's only one way. He has to try and run through. Better hurry, Sora. Kage is coming. Meanwhile, Kage is nowhere near Dragon City. What is he thinking? He's just jumping around and looking at the ground, almost like he's looking for something. And then he just... Yeah, I am super confused. I have no idea what his strategy is. He's just cave diving and fighting skeletons. Could it be that Kage's finally lost it? Wait, there's a crafting table and a furnace. Is Kage building some sort of secret base? Oh, guess not. After running through the withers and dying, Sora is finally free to make his way back into Dragon City and up into the prison. Now that the waterfall's established, it's pretty easy to get back up there. He just has to avoid being detected by any of the dragons. Besides, if Kage's given up, then Sora has no competition. He knows the treasure's not inside the left vault, so that means one thing. Sora's back in the prison. Sora just has to make it inside the right vault, and the treasure is his. Sora takes a look around the right corner, but then he's like... it, and then he runs right through the door. He tries to run by the withers, but then he quickly realizes only the left vault has a door, not the right. And now he's trapped again. Sun's setting, and Swavey finally makes his way back up, but he's without Kage. Swavey is here! Without Kage, Swavey has no idea what to do next.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, Kage's just exploring underwater caves. Whoa! That was close! He's either onto a genius strategy or he's just wasting time. He starts fighting spiders like he's trying to get something from nope. Oof! Kage, I saw that. Brutal! Meanwhile, Sora and Swavey find each other once again. They haven't learned their lesson, they start fighting. Swavey gets knocked down, but he swims back up and surprises Sora. But Sora has the high ground and he won't let Swavey back up. After a few moments, it seems like Swavey's done for. So Sora walks back and starts to think about the treasure again. But Swavey creeps up, and when Sora least expects it...
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
Sora's gone for now, Kage's doing who knows what, and Swavey's all by himself to figure out the prison. And wait a second, is that Dick Boy? Ooh, never mind, that was short-lived. Swavey's got the prison all to himself for a little while. Swavey, what will you do? Swavey waits, and later that night, Kage joins him. No way! Oof, they're close! Sora, you better get up here! Kage starts bridging across the top of the prison. He's finally found the entrance to the second vault. There might be no door, but there's a small opening right under the roof. This isn't looking good for Sora, because once Kage bridges across... Huh? A dragon! Uh-oh, this isn't good. If the dragon flies a little higher, they'll get hit and knocked off the Wow. Well, Swavey, that was just careless. Kage doesn't want to take his chances, and he makes a run for... Oh my god! So close! Kage is just mad and collecting wood. Meanwhile, Sora just going for it. Swims right up past the dragons and back up the waterfall. He's not wasting any time collecting supplies. But there's a surprise waiting for him at the top. Thick Boy's here too, and he's not counted out yet. Question is, will he help Sora or attack him? Thick Boy and Sora are in the prison. They have formed an alliance. Never mind, Sora has betrayed Thick Boy.
Oh!
Sora and Kage are both at the prison and it looks like they've stopped fighting. They've put aside their differences and... Whoa! Kage put a boat to get inside. This is crazy. It's happening. Kage is in the vault. Kage closes in on the treasure, but outside the vault, Swavey and Sora are fighting because it looks like Swavey doesn't want to share. And there's a wither inside the vault. Swavey loses again at PvP, and Sora climbs up right behind Kage. He doesn't know about the wither, so he just stands at the corner and peeks in. Bad idea, Sora. Guess Kage didn't tell you. Poof! Now, all the competition's gone, but question is, Kage, how are you gonna get past the wither to get the treasure? Uh-oh, looks like the boat glitch that Kage used to get inside the vault has backfired, and now he's stuck inside the roof. Oof, Kage is stuck! This is intense! It's a new day and Swavey makes his way back towards the prison. By now, he's an absolute pro at getting past the dragons. He seems to be moving even quicker than usual. No, but Swavey gonna rescue Kage. Thick Boy's camped outside and Swavey charges right at him. They go back and forth with no weapons or armor, but Swavey ultimately gains the upper hand. I mean, Swavey did say that he's absolutely cracked at PvP. Thick Boy never stood a chance. Swavey rushes to Kage. Oof! For a second, Swavey gets a little confused as to where Kage is, so he runs toward the left side.
Swavey, get up here! Break the wood!
Swavey gets the hint and starts to break down the wood blocks, but without an axe, he can only go so fast. Swavey is coming to rescue Kage. Swavey needs to carefully place his new wooden blocks in order to get up there, but this is a good chance to remind him of something. Swavey, you can betray Kage right now. Kage falls into the pit with the wither and gets bombed. Oh my god, so close!
I had it in my inventory!
Yeah, but you gotta get out alive.
No!
Sora's back at the prison and stacking blocks. And Sora's entering the vault! We're down to the final play of the challenge. Whoever can get past that wither and steal the treasure wins the challenge. But the question is, how are they gonna pull that off with no armor or weapons? The wither sees Sora and starts bombing him, so he freaks out and backs out before he gets killed. Hurry, Sora, you're running out of time. Sora has retreated from the wither. Sora pauses for a moment and it seems like he's coming up with a strategy. After a few moments, he places a block. He seems to be placing blocks to block the line of sight from the wither. It seems to be working for now, but is that gonna be enough to get past him and steal the treasure? Meanwhile,
Simon, it's impossible! None of us from scratch can kill a wither!
Kage, I never thought I'd hear you say impossible. Whatever Sora's doing, it seems to be allowing him to swim further than he was able to before.
I can't kill a wither while having nothing! I want you to try it, and then I will laugh at you!
Thick Boy's back in the mix and he's ready to help Sora. But he better get in there quick before the dragons get him. He charges in. Think about the glory. You are so close. Thick Boy backs out again and I think he just realized that the entrance is above him. But does he know how to get up there? Thick Boy is in the prison. Whatever you're up to, Thick Boy, you better move quick before Kage and Swavey catch up to you.
You can't complete this prison without cheating!
I can't, but you can. Nothing like some inspirational talks from the moderator. Thick Boy's more scared of Swavey than Withers, so he just charges in. Swavey's right behind him but decides not to follow. Instead, he makes his way back up to the vault entrance. So far, Sora came the closest with his block placing strategy. The question is, what's Swavey gonna do now? Instead of going in, Swavey just sets up the blocks and waits for his partner. But when Kage finally arrives, they barely miss getting blasted by an Enderdragon. Kage puts down a crafting table and they start scheming about how to get into the vault, but Sora's not about to let them have this W, so he comes up and kills Kage. Swavey doesn't see it coming, so then he freaks out and falls off. He loses health from fall damage and then Thick Boy surprises him. Sora starts to figure out the vault and Thick Boy chases Swavey down. Thick Boy knows Swavey's PvP style now, so he keeps him at arm's length. Even Swavey knows not to go in 2v1. Meanwhile, Sora cautiously enters the vault once again. Sora builds on his previous strategy and starts placing blocks across the vault. He also blocked the window so the withers in the other room can't get him. Oh! Sora is making moves! Sora is now directly over the treasure. He starts placing blocks to create a downward tunnel towards the treasure. But crap, he misplaces one block and the wither sees him and attacks. He quickly creates a wall and it seems like he's safe for now, but he's stuck. Sora must have the treasure, but can he make... He almost had it, but on his way out, he was killed by an Enderdragon. We're down to the final moments of this challenge, and Swavey is making his way back up. This time, he doesn't wait for Kage and uses that... Well, this! That night, Sora makes his way back up to the prison. So far, he's the closest one at getting the treasure. And Kage is nowhere to be seen. Sora is back! Sora gets back up to the entrance and then uses Swavy's boat to swim inside. Once he's in, he uses the same strategy to block off the windows so that the withers in the middle room can't get to him. He takes his time and moves really carefully so the wither doesn't see him. But when he gets about halfway, he realizes he has an unexpected visitor. Yup, Swavy didn't quit yet. Swavy tries to get inside and sabotage Sora, and Sora panics. Sora breaks the first 2 window blocks so that the withers in the middle room can get Swavy. Oof! Swavy is stuck! Swavy made the same mistake as Kage and he's stuck in the roof. But Sora got reckless and the withers in both rooms see him. Sora has quick reflexes and he puts down a block to block the withers' line of sight. Not only that, but he's got backup. Thick Boy has finally made it into the vault and gets Sora killed. Oof! Well, Kage is back. But he's still complaining about the challenge rules.
Get rid of the wither!
Kage, do you see? Sora almost got it with his technique. Kage stands on the edge and peeks in, but the wither attacks him. Kage is thinking about his next play, and then in the meantime, Swavy makes it back up to the prison and joins him. Kage is not about to die again and lose all his stuff, so he's assessing if there are any other entrances. Also, it looks like he's crafted a wooden sword just in case Sora pulls up on him again. I guess he didn't appreciate getting assassinated last time.
I'll end you!
Kage! Sora, watch out! He's ready to kill you with a sword. Thick Boy pulls up and Kage's just watching him. Thick Boy waits on the ledge and Kage just waits for him with a wooden sword. Ooh. Everyone knows where the chest is at now. Now who's gonna get it first? Thick Boy loses sight of Kage and focuses on Swavy. Big mistake as Kage pulls up and attacks him. Thick Boy takes fall damage and he tries to make a run for it. But Kage corners him at the only exit, the waterfall. Kage slips and falls into the waterfall and Thick Boy tries to get out. The 2 of them fight and Thick Boy falls to his death. Kage is not messing around. While Kage was distracted, Sora makes his way back up to the prison and charges right in. Sora circles around to the bottom of the stairs. Swavy has the high ground and they engage in PvP. Looks like Swavy took some fall damage and he makes a run for it. But Sora chases him off of the edge and... Meanwhile, Kage makes his way into the vault. He's assessed all his options and he knows it's now or never. He takes Sora's strategy and blocks off the middle window. He takes his time and makes sure that there's no gaps. And now he's about to take on the final step. Kage is using Sora's method! A wither sees Kage and attacks. Kage quickly swims back behind the ledge and out of the wither's line of sight. Before moving forward, Kage places even more blocks to be absolutely sure that the wither can't see him. But that doesn't work and the wither still bombs him. Oof! The next morning, Sora makes his way back up to the prison and Thick Boy is right behind him. He gets inside. Sora is entering the vault! We're now in Sora's POV. He's building right off the blocks that Kage left behind. All he has to do is get through that tunnel and back out with the treasure. He's got no axe, so it takes him quite a while to break through the block. The wither bombs one of the blocks and Sora quickly replaces it. He's almost there. 1 or 2 more blocks and the treasure is his. Sora's getting it! 1 more block and... Wait, did Thick Boy just jump inside? Oh, whoa. Okay, now get out alive. Sora got the treasure, but he's run out of blocks. The wither got in and it's attacking them. Oh my god! Meanwhile, Kage is patiently waiting outside. Kage is intercepting! Instead of attacking Sora and Thick Boy, Kage just waited for this opportunity. It's gonna take them a long time to get back up to the prison. And not only that, Kage is entering the vault! Kage starts getting attacked by withers from the middle room, but the main wither is trapped inside the tunnel that Sora created. Kage can just move around freely inside the treasure room without getting attacked. All of a sudden, this is on easy mode. The wither is in a cage! Kage quickly steals the treasure, then starts building his escape. Only one of them needs to get out alive, so he tells Swavy to just kill himself. Sora is back in the prison and moving through the vault. Kage notices this, then he waits for the perfect moment and he uses the boat to escape. Did he leave Swavy back there on purpose as a decoy? Without wasting time, Kage makes a run for the waterfall. Kage is on the way out! Kage uses the pathways he created with his water bucket earlier. That means that he was building his escape route out of Dragon City in the very beginning. Kage makes it out of Dragon City in record time. I'm out! Okay, GG. Kage wins! Round of applause. Congratulations, Kage. You will be given the Kage set. Hopefully you don't abuse your power.